It's not good for anyone because we as a society, we have this problem to assume that we are diamonds. We are not diamonds. Diamonds are made in huge amounts of pressure. We are humans. If we put this kind of pressure in ourselves, we die. So the first myth is that progress is linear. Most people tend to imagine this straightforward line where you start giving 100% and you finish it also giving everything you have. I want you to imagine when you think about a straight A student, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? When I think about a straight A student, I already assume that they are cramming all night long to their exam, and it's just a hustle mindset. It's not good for anyone because we as a society, we have this problem to assume that we are diamonds. We are not diamonds. Diamonds are made in huge amounts of pressure. We are humans. If we put this kind of pressure in ourselves, we die. Now, the second myth links back to the first myth because the second myth is that to be consistent, you need to do something every single day. This leads many of us to force down habits that don't even fit into our lives, like waking up at 4 a.m. simply because productive people do it. Therefore, consistency is more about what you can maintain long term rather than never missing a single day of work. The third myth is that consistency is equal to overworking yourself. And no, consistency has nothing to do with you destroying yourself, okay? Consistency actually is about getting back on your feet after you fall every single time because, again, you will fall. You are human, okay? You're not a robot. So far, we have talked about the three main common myths about consistency. But what is consistency? So, consistency basically is the ability to get back on their feet every time they fall. Now, I'm going to show you guys a graph. Let me get them here again. Okay, look at this. Do you see that they are not completely filled out? Because consistency is not a fixed thing. It's not carved in stone. No, consistency is the ability of coming back. It is remembering. We are going to be using strategies that are going to help us do just that. So here is the real formula. Vision leads to habits that leads to routine. To be consistent, you need those three things. Now, what is vision? Vision is your emotional feel. There is a reason why people do vision boards. It is about keeping you on track because if you see what you want to achieve on a wall every single time you wake up, you remember your brain that you want to do that. So it's like your motivation where a battery. The vision is how you recharge that battery. What we do is we control our motivation by looking at our vision. How to have a strong vision. What you are going to actually be doing here. One thing you can do is vision board, as I said before. The second thing is you doing a life audit. So what you're going to do is you're going to write down your whole entire complete future. Write it down, then you dump it on ChatGPT and you ask him to narrate to you how would a day in your dream life look like. You're going to be reading how a day in your best version's life look like for you. And now a third thing that I just thought of here is that you could have the vision board plus the day on the dream life. You can merge them and you could do a mini video So you get the day on the dream life and you get a bunch of images on Pinterest for the day of your dream life, and you create a short film, a short movie. You should use AI to get your face on this best version of yourself with AI. Make a habit of it to look at this whenever you feel unmotivated. Okay, whenever you feel unmotivated, look at this. This will do wonders for you. Now, we are going to talk about habits. This is the second strategy. What are habits? Habits are mental pathways that facilitate our actions. Think about an action that you do every single day and you don't even think of doing it, okay? Like, for example, for me, right after I eat my breakfast, I go to the bathroom and I brush my teeth. And it's just automatic. I just do it. Imagine yourself how it would look like if you showed up, for example, to the gym with no resistance in the automatic mode. It would be amazing. And this is the power of habits. This is what habits can offer you. Based on those visions, what habits do you need to build to have the life you want? What habits would this best version of me have? List them down. Now, those habits become a pattern of common actions, and eventually they become routines. Routines are a bunch of habits that are together forming a sequence. That's a routine. And after having those habits, you will have the idea of how would a routine for this best version of you look like. Now, I want to be talking about something very important, which is the forgetting curve. And this is the most dangerous thing of all. So, the forgetting curve is literally not remembering and you're not getting on your feet. So, you're not doing it again. This usually happens because life gets you. On the beginning of the year, we set all of those goals and then life happens, we forget about them. So you need to be almost meditative about it. You need to be remembering and remembering a lot until you get there. So it's basically being consistent until you get there and then staying consistent after you getting there. So basically, why the automatic mode happens? The automatic mode happens because of this monkey mind. The monkey mind is a term that is used to talk about how our minds often going from one thought to another in a absolutely rush. So this is the monkey mind. And it's normal, it's natural, it's the function of the mind to think about possibilities, about events. We cannot let this monkey mind take us into the automatic mode. So whenever we get distracted, again, look at your vision, go back to who you are. The last thing that I want to talk about is about tracking your progress throughout your consistent journey. It is very important that you track your progress because this strengthens your habits, strengthens your routines, show you exactly how you're improving, plus boost your confidence. How are you possibly going to not show up, for example, in the gym tomorrow if you have a journal? It's written down on this journal that for the past 2 months, you went every day to the gym. How are you going to stop this strike now? It's very hard because this boosts your confidence, boosts your motivation, shape your identity as someone who does what they say they are going to do. This shifts your identity into your best version of yourself. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about remembering your vision, picking yourself up, and continuing. If you control your vision, habits, and routines, you control your life. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching the first ever video of this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below what you think our next videos could be. Also, don't forget to follow me on all of my existing social medias, which is basically Instagram, TikTok here, and Spotify. I'm going to link them all on the description below. Also, turn on the notifications button so you don't forget anything. Bye, guys. Until the next video.